Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into it.
When the upholstery of the interior of the car gets shabby and worn look, many motorists are lost in search of a clever solution to the problem. Someone uses films, decorative coatings, and other tricks, and someone resorts to flocking. What is flocking a salon? Flock is shredded fibers of natural or synthetic fabrics, treated with an ionized composition. When planted on glue with the help of a special tool, the flock is laid in a neat layer, and a velvety effect is obtained. Flocking is applied not only to the interior of the car, it is one of the ways to decorate various things: boxes, eyeglass covers, photo frames, etc. Of course, immediately comes the thought of impracticality of such a decoration and dust settling all over the cabin. But in fact it is not so. Due to the fact that the fibers are treated with ionizing composition, they repel dust and dirt. It is enough just to run a brush over the coating or use a foam cleaner, and the surface will become clean again. Advantages and disadvantages of the procedure. The advantages of flocking are obvious: pleasant appearance and complete concealment from the eyes of damage formed on the fragments of the panel, scuffs, stains, scratches, cracks, etc. Easy care for the flocked surface. You can use professional dry cleaning products, or you can take the usual foam for upholstery. Moderate cost and the ability to do everything with your own hands. Flock is not afraid of low temperatures. Great variety of colors. Flock is very fine. You can take open basic colors and get any shades by mechanical mixing. The texture of the part itself is visible under the layer of flock. Flocking looks very neat. Without joints, flock can be used to draw any pattern with a stencil. But this beautiful way of decorating has some disadvantages. Flock burns out in the sun. The treated part can no longer be simply peeled off the flock and returned to its original appearance, but can be re-flocked. Deteriorates from the influence of concentrated acids, hydroxides, acetone. The decorating process takes a long time, a day or more, depending on the scale of the work. Each part needs to be removed to flock. Read also how to perform the correct noise insulation of the wheel arches of the car flocking room. The room in which the process of decorating with flock should meet the following requirements. Be well lit. This is not just a platitude. It is really important not to spoil the part, because you will be working with very small particles. The air inside should not be humid. You should not have a kettle or a pot of water boiling, wet things hanging around, etc. The work table needs earthing. The flocking process is connected with electric charge. Over the table it is desirable to put a hood. The order of flocking with your own hands. Now it's time to analyze in detail how to carry out flocking of the car interior without resorting to the services of professionals with their own hands. It is worth noting that it makes sense to undertake this if you can ask someone for the necessary equipment, the volume of work is very large, the entire salon, or if the workshops providing the service are far from you. Otherwise, flocking at home will cost you the same price, plus wasted time. Choosing equipment and materials for decorating. You will need flock, flocator, acetone, primer, only if you will be working with polyamide parts, special glue, grounding clamps, sandpaper with fine and coarse grit, hair dryer. Flock is best to choose Swiss, specifically for the machine. It consists of polyamide fibers, which does not absorb odors, less burns out, and it is harder to spoil it by dropping an unextinguished cigarette. In addition, the tips of the fibers are more twisted, which makes the process of atomizing them much more convenient. Flocators should be with a lever to regulate the power of atomization, as well as with a combined type of power from the network and batteries. When you choose a glue, and it should be a special composition for flocking, pay attention to the packaging. It will indicate the surface with which it can effectively interact, metal, leather, plastic, etc., as well as the consumption of glue. Read also, what are the features of Quattro all-wheel drive? Preparing the surface to be flocked. Remove all parts to be flocked and wash them thoroughly. Wipe plastic parts with a cloth soaked in acetone. Spray polyamide parts with primer. Without it, the adhesive will quickly come off the surface. Putty the elements with potholes, gaps and other surface defects, and smooth the seams with sandpaper. Attach grounding clamps to the back of the part. Apply glue to the pieces. You have 10 minutes before it dries, so dab each piece one at a time. The flocking process: open the bag of flock and pour the contents into the special container inside the flocculator. Hold it perpendicular to the part you are working on and adjust the particle distribution power. The smaller the decorating area, the lower the power. Keep a distance of 15 centimeters between the piece and the flocator. Apply the first layer, blow off the unglued lint with a hairdryer, and see if it is worth layering more. If you don't succeed at all the first time, you can remove the adhesive from the flock before 60 minutes have passed. In conclusion, flocking your car interior is a fantastic way to enhance its aesthetic appeal and reduce glare, all while adding a unique touch to your vehicle. By following the steps outlined in this video, you can achieve professional-looking results right from the comfort of your own garage. Remember to gather the necessary materials, prepare your surfaces properly, and take your time during the application process. With a little patience and creativity, you can transform your car's interior into a stylish and functional space. Thank you for watching, and happy flocking!